Hi, and welcome back to my garage. We're going to look at something new today. This is the ETAKER Fleet 1000, F1000 they call it, Vehicle Alternator Charger for power stations. This one is unique. It will take solar also. It claims up to 500 watts from the car alternator and up to 500 watts from solar. For a combined 1,000 watt total output to your power station. If your power station can handle what it does. This guy is a fixed voltage output. It's 42 volts output and high current. So that severely limits what you can charge from it. Up to 25, so the way they get the 1,000 watts is 42 volts and up to 25 amps. I don't have anything that can take 25 amps. I've got some solar panels, I've got the car, we're gonna hook it up, we're gonna see what we've got, what we can get. The biggest single input power station I have will take 20 amps, and that is the new Bluetti Elite 200 V2. And we're gonna hook that up and see what we can make. But I've been sitting on this a while because I wanted to do this test correctly. I wanted to hook up some solar panels. And I got this before Christmas, and we've had crap weather and freezing weather. And I'm not gonna get outside in snow and try to hook up some solar panels and run this thing. So let's break the seal and see what we get. Let me, I'll put this on the table here, bring you in, and we'll look and see what's in the box. Okay, let's see what we got in the box here. So we've got manual, settings, wiring configuration. Very nice. Okay. We've got, I'm guessing this is the input cabling. Got a nice little wire loom for not chafing your wire. Input cabling, XT90 connector. And man, that's, oh, it's silicone wire. That's nice. And it's 8 gauge. So that seems pretty thin for something that's going to pull 40 or 50 amps. And wow, look at how tiny those lugs are. I'm not sure if that will go on the same terminals that I used for my Charger 1 install. We've got a fuse. That is brilliant. Okay, and a short little lead. So this is going to go in the engine compartment. It's got the same little lug on it, and then you put that lug on here. So it is fused leaving the engine compartment. That's a great idea. I'm guessing this is output cable to the power station. I just ripped the bag. That's nice. Okay. So this would be your output cable to the power station. This feels pretty solid, but this is also built for 25 amps. It says it is 12 gauge. And this is XT60 on both ends. So I will not need an adapter because XT60 will plug right into the Elite 200. All right, here's the device itself. Very attractive looking. It's got a power switch, your output, it's got a fan, solar input. So this is the input side, that's the output side. Car input, the XT90. It's got a mode button. You can set it 300 watts, 400 watts, or 500 watts from the car side. And then the solar side will take what it can get from the solar panels, 12 to 48 volts. Let me, since it's in the garage, let me go grab something. All right. Well, if I don't twist it up. All right, the Bluetti Charger 1, just for comparison here. Physical dimensions. So the ETAKER is quite a bit longer. It's also shorter, and they're about the same width. So maybe total volume nearly the same. They're both fan cooled. So yeah, we'll compare those. That's good comparison. All right, so let me see if I can get this wiring onto the battery, and we'll go from there. Move stuff around. I'll be right back. Here we are in the engine bay of my 2017 Subaru, and let's see where this lug can go. So this is, I put a quick connector on my Charger 1 install, so it's hardwired and it goes to these terminals. So this is the battery current sensor for the engine computer, and you should connect devices to the car side of that, not the battery side, the car side. And this is just a terminal block, and I've connected it there. There's no smarts in this. The smarts is right here in this wire in the sensor, in this current shunt voltage sensor here. So this is not going to go on that lug. It is too small. It might go on the clamp here. Yep, it'll fit on that. So that's where we're going to have it. So a piece of feedback I would have is make these bigger, at least whatever size that is. This is a 10 millimeter, so this is probably, yeah, I don't know, M10. It needs to be bigger to fit on these lugs. This is where it should be connected, not here. All right, let me get a wrench and I'll make this up and we'll come back. And we're back. I've got it connected up here. Here's all my cable, fuse block. I'm going to probably zip tie that down, even for testing purposes. I don't like these exposed terminals laying around there. So let me do that, secure that at least temporarily, maybe a piece of Velcro, and we'll get the car out of the garage and get some solar panels and see if this all works. Welcome to my driveway. It is noon on a very clear sunny day. Got the car out here warmed up. I've got my Elite 200 V2 ready to go. The ETAKER's ready to go. I've got the Bluetti app pulled up here. Let me, I got 88% charge in the Elite 200, so it can take some power. Let me click on the PV icon so we can watch that power come in, or you can watch it. I can see it on the screen, but the camera can't see it in the light too well at all. And let me just turn on, yeah, there we go. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I've got the ETAKER's output cord connected here. I'm gonna plug that in to the Bluetti. The ETAKER is not connected to anything. I've got two 200-watt solar panels here in parallel, leaning into the sun sort of halfway decently. So we're gonna test everything one at a time. Let me first connect the alternator power. Wait, actually, let me first connect the solar to the ETAKER and see what that does. Make sure the power switch is turned on. So here's my solar connector. Connect that. And blue LED lit up on the ETAKER right away with only solar connected to it. And the Elite 200 says 333.2 watts. That's, so just straight solar pass through. Seems to be working great. Let me unplug the solar. Sit that there. Now we'll connect the alternator power. There it went. It took a second. Okay, so it is lit up. The 300 mode LED lit up blue, and the Elite 200 says 322 watts. So let me see if I can change the mode here. You have to like press and hold and it starts blinking rapidly, and then tap it. So we're now at the 400 watt setting. 423 watts. Does what it says. Now let's go for the 500. Press and hold, blinking rapidly, tap it again. Now we're at 500 watts. 502, 520, 528. 528 watts. It does what it says if your device can accept 42 volts and high amperage. So let's now connect the solar. See how much more we can get. So give it a minute. Okay, the blue LED just lit up, and we are charging at 830 watts. Now the Elite 200 is limited to 20 amps. So we might be there. 830 watts, 41.3 volts. So yeah, the ETAKER does what it says. I like it. I'm not going to mount, my WRX is not a suitable vehicle to mount solar panels to the roof of or anything. But if you've got a van, you've got a truck, maybe you can put solar panels on it. Maybe you want alternator charging at the same time. This seems to do what it says. If you've got a device that can accept 42 volts and high current. So yeah, it's a neat thing. I've also been told that ETAKER is coming out with a bigger version of this with adjustable output. They're calling the F1000, capable of 2 kilowatts of total charging. I haven't read any of the specs on it yet. I understand it is just now coming up for sale or will be shortly. So let's maybe look to investigate that. Thanks for watching.